Welcome to TeaHouse Dives. A brand new C-drama has just arrived. Whenever a highly anticipated drama premieres, the first question everyone asks is it worth watching? But here at TeaHouse Dives, I like asking a different question. Who is this drama for? Because sometimes your favorite drama isn't the one with the biggest action scenes or the fastest pacing. Sometimes it's the one that quietly invites you into a world so rich that before you know it, you're completely invested. So today, let's have our first pour of Blossoms of Power. Grab your favorite tea and let's dive in. The first thing that struck me about Blossoms of Power is that it isn't trying to rush anything. Instead of throwing us immediately into constant battles or romance, these opening episodes carefully build a world where every conversation feels like a negotiation. Every alliance has a purpose, and every character seems to be hiding something. This is a political court drama first and foremost. The excitement doesn't come from sword fights every 5 minutes. It comes from watching intelligent people trying to stay several moves ahead of everyone else. What makes the story feel different? The story begins with a setup that many C-dramas fans will recognize. The female lead is given another chance to change her fate. But what makes Blossoms of Power interesting is the way it handles that idea. Our female lead doesn't simply wake up with memories of her previous life. She now carries two perspectives, her own experiences and the memories of the princess whose life she now has. She's constantly balancing both identities. That immediately makes her feel like someone who has already lived through the consequences of trust, betrayal, and political ambition. She isn't reacting to events, she's preparing for them. One of my favorite parts of these first two episodes is our female lead. She doesn't wait for someone else to rescue her. She immediately starts taking control. She hunts down the maid who betrayed her. She makes an example of a corrupt palace official. She begins collecting information, she starts building influence, and most importantly, she refuses to let other people make decisions for her. One scene that really stood out for me is when she gently but firmly tells her loyal maid that, while her intentions were good, she no longer wants people deciding what is best for her. That moment tells us everything. She's no longer interested in simply surviving. She's determined to control her own destiny. Now let's talk about the Crown Prince. One thing I absolutely love is how different this relationship already feels. Normally, palace romances begin with misunderstandings. The leads become rivals, maybe even enemies. Then, over many episodes, they slowly fall in love. But that's not what's happening here. The crown prince becomes fascinated with the princess almost immediately. Not because she's beautiful, but because she keeps surprising him. He thinks she's a delicate, noble woman. She proves herself ruthless. He expects to outsmart her. She outsmarts him instead. He expects to rescue her. She has already solved the problem herself. Every time he thinks he understands who she is, she reveals another layer. That's why he starts calling her his little fox. Not because she's cute, but because she's clever, unpredictable, always one move ahead. Meanwhile, the princess isn't thinking about romance at all. She's looking at every prince as a possible path towards survival. She isn't asking, do I like him? She's asking, can I trust him? Those are two completely different questions, and I think the difference makes the relationship incredibly refreshing. The chess game. My favorite scene from these first two episodes has to be the chess match. On the surface, it's simply a game, but underneath is the beginning of their relationship. The crown prince expects to defeat her. Instead, she tricks him. Rather than becoming offended, he smiles because for the first time, he meets someone who sees the world the same way he does. When she says that life isn't always black and white, he agrees. Both of them understand that survival isn't about playing fairly, it's about adapting. This isn't a romantic scene, it's a meeting of equals, and I think that's a much stronger foundation for a romance. Everyone is wearing a mask. Another theme I noticed almost immediately is that everyone is pretending to be someone they're not. The female lead appears gentle. In reality, she's an incredible strategist. The Crown Prince appears weak, yet every episode hints that he's much more capable than anyone realizes. Prince Shen is hiding behind grief. Prince Xihe insists he has no political ambitions. Even the servants have hidden agendas. This drama constantly asks us, who is genuine? Who is performing? I really love stories that slowly peel away those layers. The symbolism. One thing I think Blossom of Power does beautifully is its use of symbolism. The chess match isn't just about strategy, it's about perception. The pieces literally change color, just like people. No one's entirely black or white. Another detail I found fascinating is the use of incense. Most drama use visual clues. This drama uses fragrance. The princess identifies people through the scents they wear. Each fragrance reveals status, identity, or hidden intentions. It's almost like everyone leaves behind an invisible signature. And then there are the flowers. We have the immortal vine, jade frost flowers, if even the kitten she rescues. Flowers constantly appear throughout the story, but they aren't simply symbols of beauty. They're tied to memory, survival, and political power. I'm excited to see how that symbolism continues to develop in the next episodes. The Five Princes. One thing I wasn't expecting to enjoy this much is the marriage setup. There are five possible princes, but this doesn't feel like a love triangle, or in this case, a love pentagon. Every prince represents a different future, a different political path, a different way of surviving the imperial court. The princess isn't searching for romance, she's evaluating risk, and I think that's a much more interesting premise. Who is this drama for? If you're looking for nonstop action from the very first episode, this might not be the drama you're looking for, but if you enjoy palace politics, intelligent female leads, hidden identities, symbolism, strategic conversations, and romances built on mutual respect instead of endless misunderstandings, I think Blossoms of Power is definitely worth checking out. These first two episodes feel less like the main event and more like the opening move of a very long chess match.